Bro, this is a lot of information. Damn, man. That nigga got dreams too, bro. Oh shit. Yo, what's good? It's your boy Ben back with another video. We're gonna be following up from last week with episode 2 of season 3 of JJK Culling Games. I'm trying to get this out on time this time, so here episode just dropped about an hour ago, and yeah, I got it pulled up on my monitor, ready to get into this episode. So just to recap from last week, we left off with the gang meeting Kenjaku. Not Kenjaku. I cannot remember his name right now. Tengen. Yeah, we were meeting Tengen. And yeah, they were in that like white space. And yeah, now we're about to get a rundown of the plan, I believe. So yeah, let's get right into it. Last week was hype with the first 2 episodes dropping, so I hope they continue with that momentum this week. Even though I'm not expecting like a super fast episode, of course, in terms of action anyway, just because of where we're at right now. But you know, still that's what I like about JJK. It's got a lot of action, but the story and everything is also interesting, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, let's get right into it. All right. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, she got beef. 天元様はなんでそんな感じなの？こいつよくこのタイミングで割って入れるな。Wait,
天元様はなんでそんな感じなの？
bro, that boy usually don't got no chill, bro. He just came right out of the ass. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, is my mouth showing up on here? Yeah, I don't know. Is it? Yeah, bro, the way they drawing Sukumo's ass, bro. Yo, they funny as hell. They really drawing her with a nice ass, bro. That's funny. Well, like an alien. Oh, Moteki. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to rewind a couple times to make sure I'm keeping up.
それは聞きました。具体的に何をするつもりなんですか？賢者かなぜあの天地そのものが私の自我なんだ。私と同化した人間は術師という壁すら越える。そこにいてそこにいない新しい存在の形さ。私には結界術があったから、教会がないんだ。悪意の電波は一瞬さ。一億人分の汚れが世界に流れ出る。先の東京が。
I didn't really think about it while I was reading the. I mean, Pluribus on Apple TV. Shit, this kind of reminds me of that, like all of humankind becoming assimilated into one like entity, kind of like that. Also, like what I'm saying, Neon Genesis, of course, reminds me of that as well. Like the end of Neon Genesis. So this is like a typical, sci-fi plot point, right? From what I'm understanding. Yeah, the interesting part here is using Kenjaku as the point of intersection of humanity, right? So this was a person who was alive she's still alive. She whatever was still alive at one point, but now because they've been alive for like 500 years or whatever, and weren't able to fuse with, or assimilate with one person. He whatever. They've evolved into a completely different being, and now because of that evolution, they're able to assimilate with anybody, not just that star plasma vessel. And that was the point of Kenjaku's plan, right? Like, I think if you go back to that star plasma vessel arc from last season, I can't recall if it was shown there, but probably right. It was Kenjaku behind that whole cult and stuff that hired Fushiguro, Fushiguro's dad, Toji, right, to kill the Star Plasma Vessel in Gojo to force this evolution on Kenjaku. So it's crazy, right? Gege pretty good at planning this whole story out. It's cool to see that Star Plasma Vessel arc kind of pay off here. Even though at the time, right, we're seeing like a flashback of Gojo, we're thinking, oh, we're just getting like a backstory on Gojo and how Gojo became who he is today. And you know how Geto became, you know, how he is now. But now we're seeing like that whole thing had an even greater meaning than just, you know, showing us those two backstory. It actually sets up this entire Culling game arc. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And that's one of the story things that, like, all right, I'm kind of rambling now, but I just want to say that's one of the story things that kind of like separates JJK for me from something like Demon Slayer, which like Demon Slayer is just really bare bones in terms of story, and it's very you know, simple and, you know, by the book sort of in a sense. Whereas JJK, it has a little bit more of that nuanced storytelling and planning that I like to see. You know, not to the level of One Piece, obviously, but it's interesting. All right, so let me get off my soapbox now. Back to the episode. 呪霊操術の術式対象だ。That man Kenjaku had that shit planned out. 接触した時点で取り込まれるかもしれない。だから私の本体は今、同日に陸眼と星漿体は現れた。その後、Kenjakuは陸眼を抹殺ではなく、封印へと方針を変え、獄門橋の捜索を始めた。陸眼持ちは同時に二人は現れないからね。Bro, that man Kenjaku is like got determination to see this shit through. I wish we could get a flashback to like show why he's so determined, right, to get this plan through, because it's like he got this going over 1,000 years, bro. He got stopped twice and he's still trying. He's still going at it, bro. He like that one villain, you know, that just keeps coming back, right? Like the recurring villain. So I'm just wondering, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Damn. So Toji didn't just kill them, bro. He like cut the chains of fate. That's wild. So like that fate, the concept of fate in JJK isn't just like you know, something, right? It's not just an intangible thing. Like it actually exists through cursed energy. Like cursed energy can tie fate together. And because Toji had no cursed energy, he was able to manipulate and cut fate. That's not something that I actually peeped in the manga. Like I didn't peep that when I read this in the manga, or at least I didn't remember it. So that's interesting to think about, especially with what's going on in the JJK sequel right now. You know, if you know, you know. Bro, this is a lot of information. The back end. That back door open. Bro, planning his own downfall, bro. Bro, that's ironic as fuck, bro. He got rid of that shit to preserve himself. It is really screwing him, bro. Oh, that's funny. Gojo making it hard on himself. A Culling game player. Bro, I love the animation they're doing for the exposition, bro. Like they're making it cool, even though all they're doing is talking, bro. It's just like still great animation. The Game Master must approve any additional rules requested under Rule 6 above, except when the rule would significantly hinder the continuation of the Culling game. Man, this shit is confusing. Bro. All I know is sorcerers gonna be killing each other, and they need to get weak niggas out, bro. I don't know. Man, like Gojo is really like the king of the sorcerer world, pretty much like like a nuclear bomb or something, like a deterrent. Like Gojo there, people just operate different. Gojo not there, now they moving different. Come on, what? I don't know what that is. I must have missed that part. If you know what that is, put it down in the comments. Thinking that having a Kotsu near Itadori would keep Fushiguro safe, but it would be more efficient use of their forces for a Kotsu to act alone. Damn. No, it won't. The GOAT. Duh. Can't wait to see him fight, bro. It's a cool exposition episode. I never seen exposition done like this, really, bro. Very artful. Bro, Choso, dog. This nigga Choso funny as hell. This nigga. Damn. Damn, bro. Damn, man. That nigga got dreams too, bro. It's probably true. Bend the world to your will. Perfect preparation. Let's go, bro. Yeah. Hey man, if you ain't read the manga, let me just tell you, you're in for some crazy shit the next like 2 episodes. But yeah, uh, this was a good episode. Like I said, I really liked how they did the exposition. I thought it was really artistic and cool. Um, yeah, and I'm looking forward to next week. Next week we're gonna get right back into some shit. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching the full video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on that notification bell so you know when I drop more videos like this one. And yeah, I should have some more content coming out this weekend. No promises, but I'm gonna try to get it out. But if not, I will be back next week to react to the next episode of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. Yeah, it's been a hell of a start to the season so far. They're doing it justice, and I hope they continue going like this. So, yep, like I said, please make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Ben out.